So another character with a fatal flaw gets the fixing that he needs in order to be viable in the first place. Ciaran returns to us with his Lost Chapters rework and LD release. Now let's keep this one nice and short. Let's go ahead and hop in. Big shout out to the Top Mary Troop, as always, for the lovely infographic that will be displayed in this video. Lovely group of people. If you are not following them on any other social media platforms such as their Facebook and or Reddit, or giving their website a check-see, make sure you go do so, as they're a very lovely group of people and very helpful to the community. So Ciaran's rework does rework things, increase potencies, more damage, the good stuff, the real good stuff. He functions the same before, as he gets stronger with more stacks of myrrh that he has. The more stacks, the better he performs. And once he gets to all 5 stacks, all of his abilities turn plus. And the same thing still applies. And at all 5 stacks, he will give off the best amount of auras that he possibly can. The biggest thing with Ciaran, though, is after he used an ability with all 5 stacks, he would dispel all stacks, making him a solid character, but very fluctuating on auras and really unreliable to count on as an aura-based character for your party. With that LD, the LD allows him to keep all stacks of myrrh all the time, as long as you keep that framed LD buff, which is really nice. The LD also hits pretty hard too, does a solid amount of damage, and pretty much just helps make Ciaran function, Losing those stacks was very detrimental to his kit and to his reliability to the team. Now having the access to keeping all of those stacks on his character at all times is something worthwhile, because now it makes him a character that's worth putting on your team, someone who's worth using, because now you can actually consistently rely on him for being that very strong aura-based character, and he has some really strong auras. He batteries a ton, does solid damage. Now, obviously, though, he still has some of his own shortcomings. All of his skills are single target shaving, so he does not have any access to AoE shaving outside of his EX and LD. And if the boss does any form of dispelling, he's gonna be in trouble. With limited uses of the LD, and while it does give him a free skill usage after he uses his LD, there also might be a time where he does run out of LD uses and that frame buff by the end of the quest. So you want to make sure that you are able to efficiently take down the opponent. He does not work well in super duper long fights. But overall, Ciaran got what he needed. He is now a proficient character who can take on and is ready for Lufenia content, as well as, other Chaos content if you aren't ready for Lufenia. Now, as always, before we hop out, let's go ahead and talk about that banner. The banner's okay. Cryo is unfortunately very, very outdated, being one of the first characters that we have received in the Chaos era. Even with the addition of character boards that she already had, she is still pretty lackluster. She really needs that rework and LD that she will be getting in the future. And Leo is solid, but again, he's in dire need of that rework LD and burst that he will be receiving in the future. And this is also another banner, if you do want to pull for Sephiroth's burst, this is another banner to pull on. But like I mentioned in my initial Sephiroth release, if you are aiming for that burst, I highly recommend you wait for Rude, who is our next character event. But anyways, guys, that'll wrap it up for me on this one. Thank you guys a ton for watching, and I will see you next time.